Hey buddy, so I'm sitting here today, Sunday. It rained finally, kind of a beautiful day out here, just kind of relaxing. Thought I'm gonna give you some real guitar lessons. So I'm thinking that if we do this little regiment for say 5-6 months, you're gonna be so far advanced you'll be surprised. But it'll take a little bit of, wanting to do it and making sure you do it. So I figured if we do it in small little sections, keep everything kind of short, half an hour a day. I find that if I do a couple days and then take a day off, when I come back, it seems to have got into my head. My muscle memory seems to happen when I do that. Might work for you, I don't know. Maybe you should go all the time. But anyway, that's how I do it. So a couple things I think you're using an acoustic guitar, right? Well, if you are, very much consider going out buying a cheap electric, just a cheap one. You don't need an amp. There's two bonuses with that. Number one, they're way easier to play. It's not so hard in your hands. You can build your finger strength and your calluses up way easier. Not near as hard on you. So much easier to play. Plus, without an amp, they're very quiet. So you can find yourself a little corner where you can play. You can watch TV. You can watch the hockey game and do some of these exercises while you're doing that. A couple $100, man. Just make sure it has decent action, that it's easy to kind of push your fingers onto. But honestly, it's probably one of the best things you'll ever do. If you really want to learn, do it. So anyway, I came up with a 6-part plan for every practice. So we'll do 6 different things every time. And they'll change as you get more confident and better at what we're doing. Once you feel you've got that part down, we'll move on to something else. There's always something else. Never stops. You'll always start. Never stop learning on the guitar. It's more and more and more. That's the beauty. So I'm going to show you some things that I wish I was taught in this order. I think I would have been way better and way more interested in playing the guitar or learning how to play it. So I haven't played much, as you know. I've been playing a little bit the last few weeks, just trying to get my shit together. But I'm going to do some of this with you because some of this is going to help me a lot too, because I'm not very good at a lot of this shit either. So there's 6 different parts for each one. The first thing we'll do in every practice is a little dexterity exercise. And there's billions of variations to that. I'm going to show you a basic one because you need to know how to learn to play with all 5 fingers really on the left hand. We'll be doing 4-finger exercises, as you'll see, and I'll show you what we're doing. And the reason you're going to be doing that is because you want to build strength in your fingers. You want to have coordination. What else do you need? I think I wrote it down somewhere. Muscle memory. It builds your muscle memory. Because once you have that, that's why when you see somebody who can play a guitar and sing, they're actually just singing up there. Playing the guitar is just a second nature thing. It's a built-in muscle memory. But they don't even know what they're playing, and they're just playing it right. That's how you sing and play guitar. You're concentrating on the vocal. So it becomes, just like I say, muscle memory, second nature. So that'll be the first thing we do on each one. Then we'll do a theory thing, which will be scales. Kind of boring. But again, it builds dexterity too. It's kind of an extension of that exercise. And then we're going to do part 3 will be learning about keys and how chords are built. Well, not how they're built. Who fucking cares about that? But how to play them. Chords are a little different than notes. You know, you have, what, 12 notes, I think, altogether? Yeah, 12 notes. With your sharps, flats, whatever. You have the same amount of chords, but chords get more complicated because you can have major chords or minor chords or 7th chords and 9th chords and flat and 9th chords, partial chords, triads, all that kind of stuff. It goes on and on and on and on with chords. And if you're a jazz guy, there's even more to chords. They're fucking weird. But we're going to stick to what I like, because I know you like that too. So anyway, we'll do that. That'll be our second theory. So that's number 4, right? So number 5, we're going to do number 5. Yeah, it was key. Oh, styles. It's a good thing I wrote this down, because if I didn't write it down, what's to be thinking? So anyway, styles. So it's going to be just a quick little thing where we're going to learn little tricks and yeah, little tricks, I guess, is basically the best way of putting it. It's a way of doing things that accent things, or such as, let's say, like a hammer-on, where you're just going, you can just do that without even picking. I'll show you. We'll get there. Hammer-ons, or sliding up into notes, or sliding down into notes. All that kind of thing. I think the first one I'm going to show you is basically a blues shuffle. We'll do that in A, because it's kind of the easiest one to do it in. That kind of thing, that's a lot more fun to do, obviously, than just the plain old picking of scales and notes and that kind of thing. Oh, I forgot one. Anyway, styles, that's the styles kind of thing. I have no idea what number we're on now, but I'm going to say number 2 again. So that one there, we're going to do, you got to learn the notes on the guitar. And so do I. I don't know it. I know it somewhat. And the first lesson, what I'm going to show you is what I know. On 2 strings. So I know all the notes on the E string and the A string. I know all the notes from the 5th fret down to the open, so open to the 5th fret. I know all those notes. But there's a lot I don't know. I think we'll learn that one together also. But I'm going to teach you the E and the A string notes, because that is, especially, yeah, they're the most important ones, because that's where all the bar chords are built off of and that kind of thing. You're going to learn that, because bar chords are something you have to learn, buddy. Sorry. It's not that hard. Key to that kind of stuff is don't expect to play them perfectly. And most of the time in rock music, honestly, you only play 2, 3 strings, not a full chord. So your bar chords, really, if you can get those bottom 3 strings held down, you're happening, man. You can build your minors and your majors out of that. Anyway, we'll get to that too. And the last one, which is number 16, I think, part 16 of our 6-part daily routine, is we're going to have some fun. We're going to learn songs. So I think we will learn Santa Maria, because I did send that to you. It'll give you some good idea. It's a good one to play. It does have a bar chord in there that we can play with as a bar chord or as an open chord. I'll show you both, but honestly, learn the bar chord. Bummer, I know. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I hope that sounds cool to you. I think I'll just split this one up as kind of an overview video. What I'll do next is I'll actually do our first lesson. Now I know you're busy doing renovations and that kind of thing right now, so I'm not expecting you to start doing this today, but when you do decide it's time to go for it, allow yourself the time to do it. Make sure you do it every day for a bit, or maybe, like I say, a couple days, take a day off, a couple days, take a day off. I tend to do more on the weekends than I do during the week, but honestly, I'm looking at a half-hour lesson here. It's pretty minor. And as we move on, because really it takes a little more than that to get really good at it, but if we do this little half hour for a while, I think it'll make it so much easier to start learning more and more songs, and that's where we're going to have a lot of fun. Right? That's the whole point. I figure we could even Facebook and play together. Or FaceTime, sorry. Facebook wouldn't work. I smoked a joint, remember? Anyway. So, what else? What else can I say about things like that? Also, again, send me some songs you'd like to learn. And I'll learn them. And I'll teach you. So I think if you do this, it'll be a lot of fun. And by next year when we go up, we'll be ripping through some songs together. We're going to have a fucking blast doing it. All right. For me and Bob, over and out. Next one is going to be your first lesson. I'm going to probably send that right away too, because I'm kind of bored today, so I might as well do it. I'm playing anyway. Well, I decided I'm going to learn how to play. It's funny, so I was telling you about how I do that 2 days and then take a day off. So about, I think it was a Wednesday, I decided I wanted to learn Night Moves by Bob Seger. And simple song, really simple song. G, F, and C. And it's an open chord F. But on both the C and the F, there's an added bass note. So usually your chord, first note of your chord, the lowest one on your guitar, is the name of the chord. It's your root note. In other cases, you can have a C, a slash chord they call them, and you'll start seeing those as you start looking at stuff online. A slash chord, a C slash G is actually a C chord with an added G bass note, which is your low G on it. So it's just played, it's fingered a little bit differently. I can play an F and a C no problem, but when you add the G bass note to the C chord and the C bass note to the F chord, it's a different fingering. So I played that for a couple days, just spent maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes constantly going to the chord change, fucking it up, sounding like shit. Took a day off, came back, and it was like, fuck, I was playing it. Like, the muscle memory came in, my brain learned. I still wasn't perfect at it by any means, but I was better than I left it 2 days prior. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure if that'll work for you or not, or if I'm just rambling on. Probably just rambling on, but I think I'll put an end to this and probably just give you a little bit of a, maybe I'll just upload this to YouTube. I'll send you that link and just save it, or whatever you do, I don't know, so you can see it again. Or if you ever need it again, if for some reason you can't get this video after and you want it, let me know and I'll send you the link again. Or any of the videos I send you, I can always just send you the link again. I think you got to be a YouTube guy. You know, got to have a channel and all that kind of thing. Then you can, anyways, share and save and all that kind of shit. Whatever. I am just rambling now. So anyway, I'm going to call it an over and out. And I'm really looking forward to doing this, and I really think that if you put a little bit of time into it, you're going to really start seeing some results. So, first lesson coming up, then after that, probably the second lesson, maybe the third after that, and the fourth. Of course, I'll probably lose track of my numbers again. I don't know. I think I'm going to have another hoot and make another video for you after that. Lesson 1. All right, cool. Over and out.